List and set are really good data structures. They help us to have the sequence of information collected together. But what if we have something like a key value pair, or maybe a value associated with a particular key? So such kind of things can be used in Python using a data structure called as a dictionary. So dictionary is a collection of pairs of elements, basically key value pairs. Technically, it is called as a mutable object with the mappings of unique keys to the values. So basically the keys will be unique. They can have any type of value. So let's see an example. So here I have a dictionary created with the key value pairs as name and my name as a value, age as a key and its value is 34, then gender as a key and its value is male. Now from this, it's clear that we can create a dictionary with a key and the value could be anything. It could be a string, a number, or a list itself, or another dictionary itself. It could be any kind of an object that can be associated with a key. Key also can be any kind of an object, whether it's a number or a string or any other custom object. It's possible to use it as a dictionary. Now let's print this dictionary. Print dictionary. Let's run our program. Simple dictionaries. Now here we can see that we are able to print the dictionary as it is. Now let's say we want to access a particular element like name. To access, let's say, a name from this dictionary, we can create, let's say we create a variable name equal to dictionary, and then we can use the key name as a value that we pass to the square brackets, and then we print it. Let's see the output. Let's run this program. Python simple dictionaries. Here we can easily get the value associated with the name. Now let's say we are trying to access a key which doesn't exist in a dictionary. So here we already have name, age and gender as keys. What if we try to access, let's say, city from this dictionary? So print dictionary and let's pass city and let's see the output. Let's run our program. Python dictionaries. Here we got an error. Read the error. It says key error ct. So this key doesn't exist in the dictionary, and since the key doesn't exist, it gave an error. To avoid such kind of an errors while processing, dictionary gives a get method which allows us to look for a key inside a dictionary. Even if it doesn't exist, instead of giving an error, it will handle it and give none as a default value. So let's see that. So here, let's say get, and now let's run our example. Python simple dictionaries. Here, see, by default it gave us none. But what if we are not expecting none to be a default value? Instead, we want some default value to be given in such cases. So we can always pass a default value to it. Let's say I pass Mumbai. Now let's see the output. Let's execute simple dictionaries. And here we can see that the Mumbai as a value is given, though the city key doesn't exist in this dictionary. And hence, the get method is really useful when we are not sure whether key exists in a dictionary or not. In such cases, it's better to use get method instead of directly passing key into the square brackets, or basically as an index. If we want to know the keys that are present inside a dictionary, we can always use keys method. So let's try that. So let's say I say keys equal to dictionary dot keys, and let's print the keys. Let's see the output. Run our program, Python, simple dictionaries. See, here it gave us a dict keys, which is nothing but an object of a list. Now, since this is a list, we can actually get each element by using the indexes. So let's try for that. So let's say, take this print here 0. Now let's see whether we get name as a value or not. Let's run our example, Python, dictionaries. Oh, we got an error because the object is not subscriptable. So the dict object is not subscriptable. Hence, we got an error. Now, how do we get the element from this list then? We actually need to convert this into a list using list function. So to do that, let's pass this as a parameter to list function. Now we should be able to get name as a value. Let's try it out. Let's run an example, simple strings. And here we can see that we got name as a value of this operation. Since we converted that dict key object into a list, it now allows us to get each and every value of that list using an index. Now, what if we want to get an items or basically the each key value pair from the list? So for that, we have a method called as items. Let's say I say dict underscore items equal to dictionary dot items, and let's print this. Let's see the output. Let's execute our program, Python, simple dictionaries. And here we can see that now we got another type of object, which is dict items, which is nothing but list of tuples. Those are related values or related objects. Hence, it got converted into a tuple. And now we can convert this dict items object into a list, again using a list function, and then using an index value we can get each and every tuple and then process it. Let's try one example like that. So let's say I print this dict items by converting that into a list, and let's see the index number 1 value. Let's run our example, Python simple dictionaries, and here we can see that we got the index number 1 as age, 34, basically this output.